Hello, this is Dr. Baxter of Genius Clones Incorporated. How can I help you today? Yes, hi Andre. Yes, we're still meeting at 2 o'clock today. Okay, great. We'll see you then. Bye-bye. Hi Andre.
Hey,
how are you
how's
today?
it going?
Nice to see you. Come
Nice
on
to
in.
see you too.
Please have a seat.
Oh, thank you.
So, what are we here to talk about today?
Well, I've been thinking a lot, and I just really want to clone myself, You know how wealthy I am and how everyone loves me, and I just want more people like me. I want my accomplishments to keep going forward.
Okay, I understand.
So pretty much, how are we going to do this? Is
All
my
right.
question to you.
Okay, let me explain that to you. So, humans are cloned using asexual reproduction. Well, with cloning and asexual reproduction, we still use that female's egg. We remove the nucleus from it so that it's empty. And then we use what's called a somatic cell, which is why we call it somatic cell nuclear transfer. We take the nucleus of that somatic cell and we put it into the empty egg. That becomes the zygote, which multiplies and becomes an embryo, and then eventually a baby. Now, a baby born with asexual reproduction is virtually identical to whomever's somatic cell nucleus is being used. And note that the somatic cell can be from either a male or a female. It doesn't matter. The only thing we're concerned with is that we get that nucleus out of there. So somatic cells are used for multiple reasons. First, because they already have both sets of a person's chromosomes in it. It has one from each of your parents in it. It has what makes you you. So using a cell that already has complete DNA removes the necessity of having the egg's chromosomes. That's why we can use just this nucleus, and it still works the same way as taking one of each of these two. Another reason that we use somatic cells is that they're easily obtained. Somatic cells are every cell in your human body with the exception of what we call germline cells, which are these sex cells from eggs and sperm. So to perform this procedure, I will use an egg from a female donor. I will use one of your skin cells, and I will use an instrument called a pipette. The pipette is the same in diameter as the nucleus of your skin cell. I'll put the pipette over the nucleus of your skin cell and I'll use it to push through the cell membrane of this egg wall. When I do that, it leaves all of the rest of the skin cell on the outside of the egg, and it only puts the nucleus into this egg cell here. Once your skin cell is in the nucleus, I will then use the pipette to remove this egg's original nucleus that you can see here. I will then use it to take this nucleus out of the egg. So all we have left in the egg is your skin cell inside of this egg. So removing the egg cell's nucleus essentially removes all of the egg's genetic matter, leaving only the chromosomes of your cell, your chromosomes, in the egg to be fertilized. Once that's done, I will then implant the newly fertilized egg into the surrogate that you've chosen. The fertilized chromosomes will be exactly as they were when your mother was pregnant with you. All that remains of the original genetic material from the egg is a small amount of mitochondrial DNA. So most DNA is in a chromosome is within the nucleus. So when I remove that nucleus, most of the DNA is taken out with it. There is what we call mitochondria that is also in the egg surrounding the nucleus, and they do also have a small amount of DNA. So when we remove the nucleus, that's the only thing that's left is that little bit of mitochondrial DNA left from the female's egg. And the only thing that mitochondria's job is to do is to convert food energy into cell energy. So there will be no genetic makeup from the female contributing to your clone. It will be just the genes from your skin cell, just you, basically. So So once we have this nice new fertilized egg with your cells only, it will be implanted into the surrogate that you've chosen and will make a new baby, and that will make your human clone.
Sounds great. When can we start?
Well, all that I'm going to need is a skin cell from you, and you can be on your way, and I'll start the process.
All right.
All right. Okay, that should be all it takes.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in to see me today.
You as well.
We'll be in touch.
Sounds good.
All right. Have a good day.
Hello, this is Dr. Gilmore. Oh yes, hi Mark, how are you? Yes, we're still meeting at 2, I'll see you then. Great, bye. Hi Mark, I'm ready for you. Step into my office.
Hello, Dr. Gilmore.
How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Good. Take a seat.
About to graduate school in a few weeks. I'm excited for that.
Oh yeah, how's school been going?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm ready to go on to the next goal in life.
What's that? Grad school?
I haven't decided yet. I'm just ready for it to be over, to be honest. I feel like a clone sheep just learning information every day and then regurgitating it back on a test and then forgetting most of it the next week afterwards.
Yeah, many students feel that way. Well, your lungs don't sound too good. Have you been smoking?
No, never. You know that asthma runs in my family, and most importantly, my dad has it extremely badly. I would never smoke. Speaking of my dad, I have a few questions of about my childhood history, if you don't mind.
Sure, what would you like to talk about?
Well, you know I've been seeing you for, what am I, 18? Over 18 years now, and I think you know me better than I know myself. Every time I ask my dad about my mother, he never answers me directly. It's always indirect, and he changes the subject. And I just want to ask you a little bit about my family history. Like, where's my mom?
Well, actually, Mark, you don't have a mom.
As in right now, or as in I never had? Because my being here this very day is contingent on having two parents.
Actually, no. And you don't have a father either.
Yes, I do. I look just like my father. He resembles me so much.
I understand how hard this must be for you to believe, but follow me closely. 18 years ago, there was a new technology that allowed for human cloning. Andre was interested in this and decided to clone himself. But I don't want to get into this conversation any further. I want you to hear it from Andre himself.
Well, I guess I'll go talk to my dad or myself or whoever he is.
Okay, I understand how shocked you are to hear this, and I want you to know that I'm here to support you. So here's the contact info for Dr. Baxter, who's responsible for fulfilling your father, Andre's desires.
Thank you. You'll never believe it. I've been reading this paper all day. This guy Ted Cruz, I don't know what's up with him.
Jeez. How was the doctors?
It was pretty good for the most part. Besides finding out something that I had to find out through my doctor. You said all these years I was your son, but I found out that's not the case.
I've been waiting for this day, Mark. You're now finally of age, and it's time to tell you the truth from one man to another. 18 years ago, I was not truly set on finding a woman to marry. I was obsessed with my accomplishments, and I just wanted to keep them going through the years to follow. Now, I was selfish and made the decision to take advantage of the newest technology at the time, because I wanted a son, but not just a regular son. I wanted another me.
I mean, how could you lie to me for so long? You're not my father, and more specifically, I don't even know who I am anymore.
You are Mark, as I named you.
I feel like a copy, a mere replica. Who are you to influence the natural course of things? You chose my genotype. You've taken my free will away.
Well, not necessarily, my son. You know, to assume so is complete genetic reductionism. Whatever that means. But there are many other factors that have contributed to your personality, interests, and future prospects, namely your environment.
I suppose you do have a point. Although you raised me and we share almost identical genetic information, there's a lot of things we don't agree on. You know, we have a lot of different interests. Like, I hate golf and I hate watching sports, but you know, I think we do have the same taste in a nice fine fur.
Glad to see that, son. You know, to be honest, besides looking similar, we have completely different personalities. Like, let's be real. I'm very punctual, while on the other hand, you always show up late to everything.
I mean, more important, besides you criticizing me, how about, weren't you ever concerned about any possible harm that you could have caused me by cloning yourself?
Well, what harm is there to worry about? Most fears regarding human cloning stem from our own ignorance. Anything that's new causes us to have irrational fears.
Well, if I think about it, I am quite healthy, I'm smart, I get good grades, I'm satisfied with my social life, I have nice fine fur clothing. I guess things could be worse.
I raised you. I cared for you unconditionally. Put a roof over your head.
You did.
Paid for you to eat. And paid for your very expensive URI tuition. Your birth is not that much different than one done through typical sexual reproduction. If anything, this technology is safer and it prevented cancer from being passed on down to you. I had your embryo screened for any abnormalities.
I mean, that is true thanks to the technological advances with pre-implantation genetic diagnosis. I don't have to end up like Uncle John.
Nope. You really don't want to end up like him.
He's got a nice hat, doesn't he?
It's furry. You know, much of the objection to human cloning is baseless and without merit. Think of any argument right now. What could you possibly be upset about?
Let me think. There's a loss of human embryos in the process of cloning, no?
I mean, well, that is true. But what's the objection to that? According to the New England Journal of Medicine, 40% of human embryos fail to implant a normal sexual reproduction. Loss of human embryos is a natural part of human conception.
Well, I suppose there's not much of a difference if I've been cloned or not.
With time, people become accustomed to new technologies. It's only a matter of time till human cloning is no different than natural human conception.
I finally finished this god-awful Time magazine, but I still don't know if I should call you Dad or not.
Well, we can work in baby steps, right?
One step at a time.
Hello, this is Dr. Baxter. Hello, this is
Redo
Dr.
that.
Baxter. Yeah. Here on the desk, so you can glance down at it and look at your
We can
highlighted.
do this too, so it's not on the actual scene. Like,
Oh,
do a little bit of this.
Oh shit, fuck that up. Hold on, you know what we'll be...
Baby's looking good.
see that baby? That's you, 18 years ago, baby.
So I am cloned.
Go ahead.
What's up, Dad? Dad, I've been reading this paper all day. I mean, I just don't understand what's going on with this, these political candidates.
You can never really keep your mind into that too much at once. But how was your visit at the doctor's?
It was pretty good for the most part. It was alright. For the most part, but besides what I found out today.
Well, what was that?
What the hell are you wearing? It's
My favorite beaver coat.
Looks hot.
Thank you.
To cut to the chase, you lied to me. You said that I was your son all these years, and I had to find out that this was not the case by my doctor.
You know, well, to be honest, I really like my beaver. Jack. Can't say it.
That's great.
Wish I said that with a straight face. That would be perfect. I wish I it is a lot.
Takes the glasses off too.
You know, Mark, I've been waiting.
Sorry,
You lied to me.
You are now finally of age, and it is time to tell you the truth.
Which is?
From one man to another. 18 years ago, I was not set on marrying a woman and, you know, engaging in regular sexual reproduction. I just wanted.
What did you want?
What do you have in engaging in sexual reproduction?
Why not?
What the heck was that?
I was not
I was not interested. You're not interested in having sex? Really? That was your answer?
It was good. It was good. Let it be. What? Alright. We were doing
That's the
good.
strangest answer.
He's throwing curveballs now.
That was an odd
Just wanted
response.
to catch you off guard.
You know, this article that I'm reading shows that you do have a point. Although you raised me and we share the exact same DNA, we don't share any of the same interests. I hate golfing, I hate watching sports, and I don't usually wear beaver coat jackets.
The roof over your head, I gave you food, I put food on the table every single night. I love you.
I wish I could say it back, but you haven't finished your script.
and
You know what preview means?
So,
Hello, Brent.
we met. Okay, so. So I don't play golf. I don't play golf. I don't like that, but I do enjoy a good fur.
I'm very punctual. Stumbled on my words. Oh my god, yes, dude. You just got slowly.
I didn't know how to put this on. I didn't know which one to put on.
Caught me at a wrong time, man.
Being here is contingent on me having parents. I mean, how is that even possible?
You need to ask me about your father.
Is Luke my father?
I'm gonna say actually no.